So I went into Mirror's Edge Catalyst with a good 15 minutes into the original, right? I played the demo on the Xbox 360, and I liked it. I thought it was fine, but 15 minutes is not anywhere close to being able to get your final thoughts on a game, right? Um, I got the game because I never heard anything bad about it, right? The original Mirror's Edge. Um, and I enjoyed it for the most part, and part of that is because your other people's opinions do have influence on yours. I liked it because of that, probably, maybe, I don't know. Can't really talk about the original Mirror's Edge, but I have played around 8 hours of Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and some people might say that's not enough to give a full review. I disagree. If your game cannot convince me to play it more in 8 hours, it never will. Anyway, back on topic. Let's talk about Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Let's talk about my thoughts on Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Now, first point I have here is that the game is cool enough, and it makes me want to explore the city, but the problem is nothing is connected, right? You have more of these districts or these areas where you can traverse all through there, like all these 10 buildings. Like, you can get through all these 10 buildings without ever touching the ground, or stuff like that, right? Well, then there's only one way to get to the other buildings, other area, other district, whatever. And theoretically, you can explore the entire city that way, or at least to an extent you can. But you can only explore the city the way the developers wanted you to. It's not a true open world game like The Witcher 3. It's a streamlined open world, which is fine. But the fact that it was marketed as an open world where you can go and explore everywhere you want in the city is weird. And to that extent, there is absolutely no Krugersec, which are the bad guys. There's no Krugersec in the city. Like, there's about 5 of them hanging out in one building, and we sit there and you kick them, you kill them, whatever, you knock them out, or whatever, and they're gone for like the rest for like another 25 minutes. And the combat in this game, I'm gonna touch on it a little bit. I don't like a whole lot, but the fact that you're going and you're running through this basically dead city is just weird, and it's not fun whatsoever. Like, I would honestly think the city was dead if there was like, if there was not like cars and stuff flying around outside. Like, I'm not exaggerating here. Like, I get that there's the bad guys are human or whatever, but I would honestly be expecting some kind of like twist where it's like the bad guys are actually robots or whatever, because this city feels dead. It really does. And if there were not cars there, right? And it really does. And there's people in like the windows and stuff that give no reaction, by the way, of a person climbing on the rooftops. I would at least kind of like, just at least look over a little bit. But the people in this city that do not make it feel dead just don't even care about you, which is just weird. And I get that people are like kind of used to the runners, but seriously, guys, I would still look if there's someone running up your window, Now, the movement in this game is near perfect. Traversing feels so good, like you're making progress through this massive city. The only problem is that it's not perfect, and it's only near perfect, right? And in a game that revolves around movement and jumping and climbing, and a game where traversing is the main point, when it's not perfect, it's a huge deal. There are some things I just don't understand in the sense of movement, right? It definitely counts. It definitely counts on a game like this, right? Movement does, and when I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do, or not, maybe not that, but when I can't figure out how to get to a place where it's telling me to get to, like the runner's vision this is great, by the way, but like when I'm following the runner's vision, I can't figure out how to get there. That's a problem, right? If the runner's vision shows me to go up, I can't figure out how to get there. That's a problem, because the movement in this game is just spotty in some cases, and in other cases it's okay at best. Right, like the running in this game feels good. The wall running in this game feels especially good. The jumping over things, like the mantling and sliding, do not feel great. The fans in this game, you have a thing on your wrist that like helps you out, like traverse through the city, which is cool enough. You can like slide; it's like a grappling hook almost. But the fans in this game, you can cut through buildings, but there are these giant fans in the way, right? And you can take them out, but you have to stop moving. You have to wait for them to slow down, and then you can run through. I would like it to be in a spot where I can see the fan. I can press the F button, which is like the activation key, and then I can like just keep running. And as I'm running, it'll slow down enough so it won't kill me. Right? That would be awesome. That would make me feel like a true BA, and honestly, just like make me love the traversing of this game even more. That I don't have to slow down. But even with that, it's still spotty in some cases, and oh my gosh, it just makes me mad, because if you don't do things perfectly the way the developers wanted you to, it doesn't work, and that really sucks, because this game is all about kind of like free moving and everything, right? And the more influence developers have on the way you do things, the worse, right? Now, I'm always going to complain about optimization, so some people will just write me off, but the cutscenes in this game are just horrible. Oh my god, they make me cringe. The video is slowed and the audio is off, and I've tried to fix this, right? I've turned down some settings just about everywhere. I've enabled stuff, I've disabled stuff, and nothing. You know, the story important cutscenes, the ones where I'm talking to Noah, the ones where I'm talking to Icarus, are just horrible. Like, the ones where I'm in first person concealed with the camera are perfect. There's nothing wrong with that, where I'm just talking to someone and can't move. That is fine, and I'm talking very fast right now, but that is fine. You know, I don't really care, but, like, the 60 FPS is maintained. But as soon as I go talk to Noah in the lair, oh my god, you would think that, like, my computer is on, like, a Raspberry Pi. It's like a Raspberry Pi, right? You know, it's just horrible. You think I'm running, like, a GT 660 or something like that. It's horrible. It's just absolutely balls. It's not good at all. And the fact is, that the sad fact is that it messes how I interpret the story and how I see the story playing out. Which leads into my next point about the stories that I really don't care. And again, it might lead back to the fact that the cutscenes are bad, but I really don't care. Maybe it's because I never played the original. I don't see how things turn out. But about the story, and I don't really care about the story. And to that point, most of the characters, right? I care about Noah. I really do care about Noah. I think Plastic is a cool character. I think Dogen is interesting, the angle he's playing. But for every good person there's a bad person I really don't care about, you know? And that's pushed into the story for some reason, right? Who do I have here? I think that you know, Icarus is super annoying, and I get that he's like your rival or whatever. I think he's stupid and annoying and all but useless. And speaking about useless, all the useless henchmen that are hanging around the city are annoying. What else? Birdman is typical and unoriginal. He's the old guy. He's the runner. He likes birds. He talks about running and stuff, you know. That's cool. Whatever. Don't really care. And Face's best friend, I think his name is Nomad. Oh my god, that guy is just lazy. Like, I really don't want to do stuff for him. Like, when I see a mission, I literally, like, just wipe it away. I only do Noah missions in this game because I find him the most interesting. And that, in turn, makes me go into the bad cutscenes. And it's a vicious cycle, right? About not caring and wanting to do stuff. And the fact is, the missions put you into these really cool indoor environments, right? Where you're running through like construction or something. And those are really cool. That's like a high point for this game. It's awesome. But for the love of God, dude, I don't know if I want to sit through the horrible cutscenes and just, oh my god, it's a vicious cycle. If I want to do a mission that does not have a horrible cutscene, I have to go to a character I don't really care about, right? It's not great. And all these things I'm touching on are not the only things that are wrong with this game. And there are some good things, like the chase scenes and the indoor environments. Chase scenes are great because you're just running and you're getting shot at from behind and you feel like you're in an action movie. They are perfect. You know, the indoor environments I just touched on, they are perfect. I love those indoor environments. But the problems with the combat and just how sad it is, like, the combat system, you'll see me fighting in this gameplay, the combat system is just sad. Like, the developers went out, and they're like, okay, we're going to make a traversing game, we're going to make the new Mirror's Edge, but we're going to revamp the combat. No more guns, only fists, and only kicking and all that kind of stuff. But it's just sad. I'm going to be completely honest, it's just sad how these goons are just kind of, like, kicked, and then they fall over, and then they're gone. And they have some cool attacks. Like, they have some cool attack variants. Like, each click on my mouse button is like a different attack or a different way to attack. But still, it's not fun because you're just kind of pushing people around and then their health bar goes down. Oh, I got shoved. I'm gonna die now. It's just sad, honestly. It really is, and it's sad to see that because you're making a game in 2016, right? And a game in 2016 needs to have combat. And the fact is, I really don't know how to fix the combat in this game. You know, the skill tree is also bland. I really won't ever use or have no interest in the skills I'm buying, whether it's combat gear or movement, right? I'm gonna say that 2 of the trees are huge compared to the other one. And I really don't care about the skills I'm buying. I'm never gonna use them, to be completely 100% honest. Half the skills are already unlocked. That's kind of stupid. Why is it in the skill tree if they're already unlocked? Aside from the graphics, which are fine, it's running Frostbite 3, which is cool. Besides that, I can't really find anything great about this game. Besides the graphics, besides the chase scenes, and besides the indoor environments, I can't really find anything exceptionally awesome about this game that I like a lot, right? Like, Noah, honestly, in my opinion, they should make Noah his own game, because I like Noah. I think he's smart. I think they should make like a strategy game about Mirror's Edge where you play as Noah, because I thought Noah was really cool. But you know, all in all, overall, right? I saw this in a tweet, and I can't find the tweet sadly, but because it was just from some random guy. But I will never forget this, because this is how I feel about this game. And kudos to you, sir, for saying this, because it summed it up perfectly. Is that I've never tried so hard to like a game and failed. And that's completely true. I wanted to like this game. I wanted this game to do good. I really did. I don't even care about the first Mirror's Edge, but I wanted this game to do good because it was different. It was a breath of fresh air from the first-person shooters and from the hardcore military Spec Ops, world's about to end stuff, right? Like, it's a breath of fresh air. It's different. It's cool. It should have been quality crafted, because it's by DICE, and I tried to, like, honestly, if this was any other game, if this was any other developer, I would put this game down after about 2 hours. If this was just some random indie game, I'd put this game down after about 2 hours, because I would not care. And I played, 6 more hours of this game, because I wanted to see if it would ever pick up, and it never did. And that sucks. It really does. I was thinking about buying this, right? Because everyone liked the first Mirror's Edge, and it was so much better than the first game. And I realized, I got into this game, I loaded in, I started running, and I just realized it was a city of disappointment. Now with that, my name has been Z-Star, and I'll see you guys in the next video.